through his first couple weeks?
Oh, it's been good. It's been good. I mean, it's a great experience. It's obviously a great atmosphere, great camp setup, one of the best I've ever been around. And I just think it's produced a good environment to really focus a team, focus a unit, and just allow us to focus and concentrate on one main thing, which is being the best team that we can possibly be right now.
Been a little bit of a challenge for you personnel-wise, guys being injured and
Yeah.
out of the lineup.
Yeah.
What's that kind of played into it? How much of a factor has that played into your first camp and some of the challenges on your end?
Yeah, we always, some things happen. That's to be anticipated. It happens every year, every camp. And what happens is you just get an opportunity to work with the guys that you have out there, concentrate on them, and then keep the morale up of the guys that are trying to fight their way back. So it's a constant thing. But if you invest in these young men and rely on our training staff that does an excellent job to help them get back out there, you just work with what you got and enjoy it and build it together.
How much has that affected maybe the feel in the room with the guys that are in and out of the relationships you're trying to build?
Yeah. Well, the one good thing is the way we structure things. The guys are in the meetings, unless he's getting something else that they can't do at this building. The guys are in the meetings. They're concentrating. They're focusing. They're learning. It's been a really cool process. I've enjoyed it.
You've got safeties background in everything. I mean, you can come in with two veteran safeties to help coach up with Donovan and Hooker and even the guys below them.
Yeah.
What's that been like in the process, getting them involved and them helping you?
It's really cool. Those guys have embraced it. New learning, new thinking, and you can always tap into the wisdom of some of the veteran guys. And I think it'd be foolish of us not to listen to them and kind of listen to things that they bring to the table, thoughts they have, ideas. We're open to everything right now. The formulation phase, there's a structure to what we do, but if they can help make us better, help think about things in a different way, I think that's awesome.
How much have they had an impact with some of the younger guys around you?
Oh yeah,
and in your room?
Yeah, tremendous amount. The young guys in the room and other positions as well. That's the cool thing about having vets like them. They kind of transcend their position in their own way. Guys do it differently, but I think that's cool to see. Those guys would give the shirt off their back to help some young people grow and get better. And I just think that's a part of the brotherhood that we're building around here.
How much of a relationship have you been able to build with guys like Revel at the cornerback spot and work through?
Yeah. I mean, he's got a great spirit about him. He's got a great mindset. I mean, he's battling to try to work back, competing to do that every single day. He's very refreshing, and it's always good to have new young people around that are just eager to learn, and he's that type of kid.
Now, you're over all of the secondary and all of the passing game, so when it comes to the cornerback room and some of the rotational guys like Keemon Hall, Israel Nkwamu, I mean, how much have they taken on that opportunity with the guys out in front of them?
Oh, yeah, well, I'll tell you, they're all getting better. Keemon did some really cool stuff in the scrimmage. Iz has been very flexible for us, playing inside and outside. So it's been really good to see. I think they've taken advantage of the opportunities they had, the reps that they've had, and I see them getting better and growing and communicating better. So that was encouraging to see what they did the other day.
Yeah, how much thought has been put into where to put DaRon Bland, inside or outside?
The cool thing with Bland is he's just a good player, and you want to have the ability, just like you would a Michael Parsons, to move them and use them in different places, in different matchups. So Bland has been flexible, and he can do a lot of things for us right now. So we're just open to using them in as many different ways as possible.
What have been your conversations like with Trevon Diggs, as he goes through his process and continues to try to get back on the field?
All been positive. I'm sure he's frustrated, He wants to be on the field like today, which is fantastic. But you're talking about a bright football mind, a guy that sees the game at a super high level, guy that plays with great anticipation. He's very locked in the meetings. He asks really high-level questions. I just think he's itching to get out there, and we're itching to have him be a part of it. So, but he's doing his job, and he's working hard, and we commend him for that.
You talked a little bit about Bland in the slot, a little bit in playing nickel. In Eberflus, in your guys' system, what do you need from a nickel?
Well, I mean, you just need versatility, a guy that can fit the run and still play like a corner on the outside. So that's kind of a unique guy. Not a lot of people can see it. A lot of corners are one side dominant. They play on the left side and they see things in a certain way, or they play on the right side. The nickel can be, he's got action on both sides, so it takes you got to have a high level of instincts and ability to do those type of things.
Yeah, how would you kind of just assess the search for that nickel? I mean, obviously Bland is a weapon for you guys. I think that's what you guys even call him. Yeah. Well, how is the search for the nickel?
Well, it's good. Right now, a lot of guys are getting reps, and that's what training camp is for, kind of sort some things out and kind of see who can do what. And then as coaches, we sit back and have fun trying to match the pieces with the game plan and the package. And so anybody can be anywhere at any time, which is pretty cool.
How much value do you take from yesterday's practice in terms of trying to find the nickel, also moving forward with each preseason game?
Well, obviously, the more opportunities to evaluate our guys, especially against other people, is always a fantastic thing, And you get evaluations against our own guys, but when you bring in different teams, different schemes, different focal points, different route concepts, and that type of stuff, it's always cool to see how guys react and how they play and how instinctive they are and how they communicate and how we fix things together, because that's what really matters during the season.
As the defensive passing game coordinator, how much do you work with linebackers and work with some of the edge rushers that ultimately can drop back? I mean, how much does that cross over in Eberflus's system?
Well, really, in our style of football, all the different packages and things that we do is heavily involved with everybody. We have meetings and everybody's in there talking. It's not just one person. It's a lot of information being given, a lot of information being shared. Guys throwing out different techniques to kind of maybe suit certain guys' skill sets and abilities. So it's always a collaborative effort. Flus listens to everything. He takes in all the information and he makes the call from there.
Shotty has talked about the relationship between you and David and just kind of the yin-yang nature of that. How has your guys' relationship grown, and how much you guys balance each other?
I mean, he's a fantastic young coach. He's definitely going to be on the rise. Energy, passion, and we kind of just mellow each other out. And sometimes I'm up, sometimes, so we just work together and feed off one another. But ultimately, it's about helping the players and serving the players and being the best we can be for them. That's our goal.
Do you remember when you first met him and was the energy evident?
Oh, no, he's always like that. I mean, he's always like that. He talks most of the time 2 feet away like you're standing on the next field, But that's him. And all we want from all our players, all our coaches, everybody to be the most authentic version of you, because that's when you can be at your best. And that's what he tries to do. That's what we all try to do.
How much have you learned from coaching underneath Coach Eberflus in this system just in a short period of time?
A lot of football. Flus is a good football mind, good acumen, good adjustments, and he's statistically always been really high in what he does. He's not afraid to challenge the envelope. He's not afraid to evolve, and I think that's what makes him very, very good. All right.
Forgive me if you've been asked this already, but my song.
How you doing, Andre Curtis?
Very
nice to meet you.
Do you feel like the nickel position has gotten more important over the last few years, and what makes a good nickel corner?
Yeah, I think nickel and safety, because of the way. There's two things: the utilization of 11 personnel, more slot receivers, and then how the people are using tight ends these days. You know what I'm saying? So the inside pieces of your defense, where the nickels and the safeties are, those pieces have become more and more impactful if you got good ones. And so you look for guys obviously with high instinct, really good ability, man coverage skills, but guys that can feel and anticipate stuff on both sides, And so that's what makes them both good. They're very similar positions. One just does it from a little bit deeper range than the other most of the time.
And then what about the safety spot? What is it about that position that's changed recently that makes you say it's one of the more important spots too?
Well, the way the tight ends are. More pass catching, receiving, catching tight ends. Everybody has at least one, whereas back in the day, they weren't as flexible. These guys are flexing out, so you got to have a safety that's multiple as well. a guy that you're not afraid that can go out and match up guys, match up on the fourth receiver, match up on a versatile tight end, but still be rugged enough and physical enough to play in the box. So it takes a special type of skill set to do all those things. All right.